Coming up on News Live at 6, as the Trump administration ramps up a nationwide immigration crackdown, the Syracuse chapter of the Democratic Socialists of America is helping organize response and protests across central New York.
Plus, the Empire State Winter Games kick off next week. A behind-the-scenes look at the games ahead.
And we're here at the Salt City Market where they're hosting a soup flight night for their 5th anniversary. All that and more. News Live at 6 starts right now.
This is CitrusTV News Live at 6, your campus news leader.
Happening now at the William Nottingham High School, Mayor Sharon Owens is expected to give her first State of the City address since winning the election in November. Welcome to News Live at 6 for this Thursday. I'm Luke Welch.
And I'm Caitlin Campbell. The mayor is expected to lay out her priorities for the future of Syracuse. The address comes as a major protects such as I-81 and Micron impact to the city, but also political tension as ICE activity continues in the region.
That's right. Staying in the city, Syracuse's chapter of the Democratic Socialists of America has been working to educate and organize the community to protest ICE. Citrus TV reporter Boone Kilpatrick joins us in studio to detail their efforts. Hey, Boone.
Thanks, Caitlin. The Syracuse DSA has been working largely in the shadows to bring assistance to those who need it most. Through organizing protests, to holding workshops, to maintaining a vast network of services and partnerships helping ICE detainees, DSA has been doing everything they can to make a difference. It's only the tip of the iceberg.
Jose Castro Rivera.
This is one of many protests and actions organized in part by the Syracuse DSA. A crowd gathers to hear the names of those who have been taken by ICE in Syracuse. The public sees the signs and the faces, but it's only the tip of the iceberg.
There's a lot of stuff that happens behind the scenes to organize these events. We want to make sure that people are safe. We want to make sure the location is smart. We want to have a clear list of demands that we're trying to achieve. We want to have a call to action for the people that show up.
But it isn't just the protests that the DSA has planned and operated. Single-handedly and in conjunction with other organizations, the DSA provides many services to those in need.
We have people who do like rapid response when we know a detainment is happening. We go out and we try to make sure that we have the person's name, we know where they're going, we connect them with legal. And so we've interacted a lot with ICE agents.
Even before the immigration crackdown, the DSA was on the ground, providing aid where it counted, and they don't plan to stop.
We do free stores to try to give food and clothing away to people that need it, and I think that that's something that's really important.
At this critical time in our nation's history, the frontline fighters wanted the people to know one thing above all.
Find other orgs that are doing work like this, that are trying to build community, because we keep us safe. That's our philosophy, is if you have community with people that you live around, then you're safer.
Also hosting Zoom or in-person ICE de-escalation trainings and printing out and carrying Know Your Rights cards. Guys?
Boone, thank you for your coverage. And sticking with these efforts, several upstate businesses are planning to close tomorrow as a part of a nationwide strike protesting these Trump administration's nationwide immigration raids. The strike's tagline, no work, no school, no shopping, stop funding ICE. This asks participants to stay home and avoid making purchases tomorrow. Street protests are also scheduled for Saturday. Citrus TV's Anjana Dasam will have coverage tomorrow on News Live at 6.
And the new city administration might also take action regarding how much property taxes the university pays. In December, Citrus TV spoke with new Common Councilor Donna Moore, who says the issue is becoming a priority.
We have a lot of nonprofits in our city that take up a lot of our resources but don't pay taxes, and I think it's time that we got a little bit more out of that.
SU is currently exempt from property taxes on educational buildings and residence halls.
Well, Syracuse fraternity Sigma Alpha Epsilon, commonly referred to as SAE, is under investigative status. The chapter became active at the university this past October. SU Community Standards and Greek-like Office began the investigation Monday. However, the departments, the IFC, nor the fraternity have commented on the issue.
The city of Oswego declared a state of emergency today due to heavy lake effect snow. The city asked the state for assistance with plowing roads and heavily pushed residents to stay off the roads and keep their vehicles inside.
The city closed the offices today as it expects up to 18 inches of snow through 10 p.m. Oswego County is also under a cold weather advisory until 10 a.m. tomorrow. And Caitlin, I mean, I'm not surprised as we've been seeing these cold temperatures into the single digits and almost the negatives here in Onondaga County. So it's really no surprise there, but it's just been bitter cold outside.
Oh, it's so bad. I remember walking today to the station. I was kind of like, I need the weather just to get warm for once. A little taste of spring, I guess, to get us through all of this cold.
Yeah, I feel like the weather app is never correct. It was snowing today, but my app said clear today.
Yep.
But here to tell us what the weather is exactly like is Sophia Braun. Sophia.
Thank you both so much. It is definitely cold outside, and it's unfortunately going to stay cold throughout the rest of the day and going into the weekend. But for right now, temperatures are sitting at 11 degrees. So get out those gloves, hats, and scarves because it feels like -6 degrees with 18 miles per hour gusts of wind. Let's take a look ahead to tonight, though, where temperatures are going to dip down to about 9 degrees, where it also feels more like -7 degrees for tonight, and 14 miles per hour gusts of wind, too, making it even colder. Let's take a look around the region, though. Right here, just north of us in Oswego, temperatures are sitting at just about 10 degrees. Over in Rochester, it's just a single degree or two warmer, sitting at 12 degrees. Over in Utica, temperatures are sitting at 14 degrees. And then just south of us in Cortland, temperatures are sitting at 13 degrees. And it's a little bit colder down south in Binghamton, where temperatures are sitting at just 9 degrees. It feels cold, it actually is cold, and that's here to stay. So make sure to keep bundling up. I'll send it back over to you guys.
Thanks so much. The Empire State Winter Games are starting just a week from today, but festivities are already underway.
Citrus TV's Jess Hooten was at the event they hosted this morning to give us a behind-the-scenes look.
This morning in Clinton Square, the Empire State Winter Games hosted a free ice skating event and meet and greet in collaboration with Community Bank. It served as one of their stops on their tour of upstate New York, leading to the games next week. Garrick Smith, an organizer on behalf of the games, shared what he was looking forward to.
Going on our 46th year for the Empire State Winter Games in Lake Placid. Very excited this year. We will have 2,300 athletes competing in over 20 different sports.
The games have hosted athletes ranging from 8 years old to 80, many of whom have gone on to compete in the official Olympic Games, some even coming back with medals.
Oh, yeah. Wonderful. They get some.
Supporting this organization for several years now, and it's just a great way for us to give back.
What makes the games so special is their mascot, Adirondack Mac, who has been around since 2021. With the games having an emphasis on youth athletics, Mac has quite the energetic spirit.
So it's fun to see them all come out, and again, the energy is absolutely palpable.
I had the opportunity to hold the torch for the Winter Games and meet Mac, who never shied away from a joke and helped everyone to have a great time. He made time to skate with the kids and take photos with event organizers.
Great. Do you have a card? I can have John call you. Remind me your name.
The Empire State Winter Games kick off officially on Thursday. For Citrus TV News, I'm Jess Hooten.
Good.
Thanks so much, Jess. What a great community opportunity. And Syracuse University has been selected to take part in the 2026 Beckman Scholars Program. The program funds transformative research experiences for students who demonstrate exceptional promise in science and engineering work. Each student will receive 2 full summers and an academic year of intensive research. SU is one of 14 institutions to receive this award.
Well, right now, Syracuse Staple is celebrating their 5th anniversary. The Salt City Market opened amidst the COVID-19 pandemic, but is still seeing some business success.
That's where we find our Katie Jamroga, who's live downtown. How are celebrations looking right now, Katie?
Yeah, thanks, guys. I'm here at the Salt City Market on South Salina Street, where they're hosting a soup flight night for their 5th anniversary. Most of the vendors here are serving a sample of soup along with a dipper and a dessert. We had the opportunity to talk to Habiba, one of the vendors here tonight, about her experience at the market.
Not just friendship, but like family. Has supported me in so many ways.
All right, guys, now we have a special treat here tonight. I'm actually going to sample some of the soups here available. First, we have cream of broccoli. So good. Better than Panera. All right, next one, we have a chicken stew. Just like a broth, just like a soup broth. So good. Just what you want when you're sick. And the last one, we have a lasagna soup. Just what you want. Tastes just like pasta with meat sauce. Anything you would want. So come on down to the Salt City Market. They have everything you would need if you're looking for a soup on a cozy day, especially when it's this cold out there. It's just what you want. Now, this market is going to be hosting events like this all year long, just like they are tonight. So keep your eyes out. There's definitely going to be some cool stuff coming soon.
Hey, John Roga, thank you for your report tonight. A new report from the U.S. Census Bureau shows New York is projected to lose 2 seats in the House of Representatives come 2030 due to a steady population decline. The estimate predicts a 200,000 person decrease in the Empire State since the census was last conducted in 2020. New York currently has 26 U.S. congressional seats, and if this trend continues, that new number is likely to reduce to 24. The same trend is expected in other Democratic strongholds like California and Illinois, while Republican-leaning states like Florida and Texas are projected to gain 4 House seats each.
And a New York State investigator was injured in Syracuse while carrying out a warrant Thursday morning. The warrant was for 67-year-old Cedric Cundiff, who was wanted in Massachusetts for first-degree robbery. Police state that Cundiff barricaded himself in his bedroom when confronted with law enforcement. Cundiff was then slashed the investigator's hand with a knife. Police took Cundiff into custody, where he will now face additional assault charges.
Still ahead on News Live at 6, the timeline for ICE's operation in Minnesota, what local, state, and federal leaders are saying when your campus news leader returns.
Here's your check. Oh, you got it. You know, since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Okay. God, no.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early. You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Well, Thomas, you've got pre-diabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have pre-diabetes. Big time.
Jason, let's go see your room.
How is it? Is it good?
If you see news happening on campus, in Syracuse, or across the nation, call the CitrusTV newsroom, 315-443-1177, or tweet at CitrusTV News, your campus news leader.
Law enforcement resources here is dependent upon cooperation. Like I said, one agent arresting one bad guy in jail means less agents on the street. We have some agreements. We got more to talk about how we're going to implement these agreements. But as we see that cooperation happen, then the redeployment will happen.
Welcome back into News Live at 6. That was Border Czar Tom Homan suggesting a possible withdrawal of immigration officers in Minnesota, but only after state cooperation.
The announcement comes as 2 agents were placed on administrative leave after the shooting of Alex Preddy. Senator Amy Klobuchar referenced the shooting of Preddy and Renee Good in her campaign announcement for Minnesota governor.
These times call for leaders who can stand up and not be rubber stamps of this administration, but who are also willing to find common ground and fix things in our state.
The announcements come just 3 weeks after Governor Tim Walz dropped his re-election bid. Well, staying in Minnesota, the man who sprayed U.S. Representative Ilhan Omar with apple cider vinegar at a town hall on Tuesday has been charged with assault. Videos circulating social media show 55-year-old Anthony J. Kazmirchak approaching Omar while spraying the substance after she called Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem to resign.
Although Omar has been the subject of backlash from Republican citizens, the lawmakers continue to condemn federal immigration agents for the attacks in Minnesota. President Donald Trump told reporters yesterday, quote, "She probably had herself sprayed."
Well, to an update, a former Illinois deputy has been sentenced to 20 years in prison for the killing of Sonia Massey. Sean Grayson was convicted in October and has now received the maximum possible sentence. Grayson was originally charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder, but the jury's verdict convicted him of murder in the second degree.
Massey's family was outraged by the jury's decision, suggesting Grayson deserved a longer sentence. State Attorney John Milhitzer said, quote, "Sonia Massey's death rocked her family, but it rocked the country. We have to do whatever we can to ensure it will never happen again," end quote.
A man was arrested and charged for impersonating an FBI agent in a New York federal jail on Wednesday night. Minnesota resident Mark Anderson showed up to the jail claiming he had a court order to release Luigi Mangione.
When asked for credentials, Anderson presented a Minnesota driver's license and claimed to have weapons in his bag. Anderson is being charged in a Brooklyn federal court.
Coming up, I'll have a look at your 5-day forecast with a little bit of style. Stay with us.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
We come now with some breaking news out of the nation's capital. Senate Democrats have struck a deal with Republicans in the White House to pass 5 spending bills to fund a large portion of the government for the remainder of the fiscal year.
In order to avoid a partial shutdown, the Senate has also agreed on a stopgap measure to fund the Department of Homeland Security for 2 weeks while they continue negotiating guardrails to rein in immigration agents.
We now head to Sophia Braun with weather.
Let's take a look at your 5-day forecast. Starting off on Friday, temperatures are going to sit at a high of 9 degrees with a low of -1 degrees. You're going to expect some clouds going into the weekend where temperatures are going to dip down and feel extra cold throughout the weekend. On Saturday, you can expect a high of 12 degrees and a low of -8 degrees. And on Sunday, you can expect some sporadic snow showers with a high of 12 degrees and a low of -1 degree. On Monday, though, the sun may come back out just for a little bit. We're seeing temperatures warm up with a high of 23 degrees and a low of 14 degrees. Going into Tuesday, that sun is unfortunately not going to stick around, but it will be just a little bit warmer with a high of 25 degrees and a low of 11 degrees. Because we're starting to see the snow come out, or the sun rather, come out with all of the ongoing snow, it's important to make sure you're protecting your eyes during this time. The UV rays from the sun can reflect off the snow and cause sunburns on your eyes. Sounds painful, I know. So, what if you try wearing sunglasses? Polarized sunglass lenses have a filter to reflect sunlight and reduce glares while you're walking and driving. And I think they look pretty cool too. So, Luke, Caitlin, what do you guys think? Should we start making sunglasses a winter fashion statement and make it an all year round thing?
I don't know.
I'm going to say yes. I'm going to be in support of this. I love some good sunnies.
Me
And you
too.
know what? It kind of gives that element of mystery. Like no one knows what you're thinking while you're walking down the street.
Definitely.
I vote yes. What about you?
I love a good sunglasses as an accessory to complete an outfit. I feel like it looks put together. It makes it look chic, especially with a little turtleneck in the winter. I love a good pair.
We say yes, Sophia.
All right. Well, maybe news. We can start this trend and get it rolling wearing sunglasses in the winter. That's all I have for right now, guys. Send it back over to you.
Sophia, thanks so much. Well, 2 California customers have filed a nationwide class action lawsuit accusing Costco of false advertising. The suit alleges that the wholesale retailer has systematically cheated consumers by advertising as free of preservatives, despite their chicken products containing sodium phosphate and carrageenan.
Costco is also being accused of capitalizing on growing demand for cleaner products. A Costco spokesperson said the company had removed statements about preservatives from its labeling and signs. The spokesperson also acknowledges the use of these ingredients, saying both are approved by food safety authorities.
Cole Purvis, what's coming up in sports?
Thanks, guys. Well, after a nail-biting overtime loss to North Carolina, Syracuse women's basketball is back in the comfort of the dome tonight against a struggling Georgia Tech squad. That matchup is just underway, and we'll have more on it right after the break.
And thought, that's that. But here's the thing about lung cancer. By the time you see the symptoms, it could be too late. But now, there's a new scan that can detect lung cancer early, when it's more curable. If you smoked, get scanned. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Hi, my name is Sadie Miller.
My name is Luke Brady. I go by St. Luke.
So this one I started with this guitar lick.
And now, your CitrusTV Sports Report.
Cold here in central New York, but as we near the month of February, college basketball season is only heating up. Welcome into sports. I'm Cole Purvis. Syracuse women's hoops had a tough trip to Tar Heel Town on Sunday. SU fell 77-71 to North Carolina in overtime. However, tonight is a golden opportunity for Felicia Leggett-Jack's team to right the ship. Syracuse plays Georgia Tech. That one having tipped off just minutes ago. The Yellow Jackets made the NCAA tournament last year, but haven't been particularly strong in this go-around. GT enters this matchup at 9-12, good for 11th in the ACC. The Cuse looking to improve to 4-0 when coming off a loss this season. While the women's team is right in the thick of it, the same can't really be said for Syracuse men's basketball. Things are unraveling with the Orange losing 4 straight games. Its most recent, a 20-point defeat at NC State. The current skid is the worst of the Adrian Autry era. However, SU can snap the streak Saturday against Notre Dame. The Fighting Irish have dropped 6 of their last 7 and are a bottom 3 offense in the conference. Something's got to give. One of these teams is going to have to win. Tip-off is Saturday at 6. Find out how that one shakes up by following @Rahil Jaswal on X for live updates. Switching to the turf, if you're not fired up about Syracuse lacrosse season, I don't know what to tell you. SU is getting a lot of preseason hype from the national media, and it continued today with the release of the USILA coaches poll. SU sits at number 2, right behind Maryland, the team that ousted the Cuse in last year's NCAA semifinal. And how about this? The Orange facing half of the teams in the top 20, really challenging themselves with a tough schedule this season. A couple of the other teams on there they will play, such as Georgetown and Princeton. It could be a really interesting season.
Cole Purvis joining us today. Do you think that Syracuse has what it takes to make that national championship and possibly win it this year?
So I think they're going to get all the way to that title game, but eventually fall to Maryland. The Terps have been this team's kryptonite, beat them in the playoffs last year, as I mentioned earlier, all the way to the national title game, but can't quite get it done.
Cole Purvis, thank you so much for joining us. Let's now take a live look at Sharon Owens' first State of the City address.
Leaders that I've admired, learned from, and been proud of, and proud to work alongside of her for many years. She's the kind of leader who doesn't just talk the talk, she walks the walk. She means what she says, and she gets things done. Mayor Owens is proactive, passionate, and deeply committed to the city of Syracuse and its people. A proud Syracuse University graduate, Mayor Owens has deep roots in the community. Her journey from student athlete to lifelong public servant reflects her genuine love for the city and its people. But long before Mayor Owens became mayor, she was on the ground doing the work, strengthening neighborhoods, expanding housing opportunities, and fighting for equity and inclusion across the city of Syracuse. Her extensive career has prepared her well for this moment, and her leadership today continues to reflect integrity, compassion, and a clear vision to where Syracuse is headed. Mayor Owens believes in a city where every neighborhood matters, where opportunity is shared, and where the next generation has a reason to believe in what is possible. So right now, please, it is my absolute honor to introduce the 55th mayor of the city of Syracuse, Sharon Owens.
For Mayor Sharon Owens there as she takes her time to get out to the stage. When we come back, we'll have one last look at your wake-up weather, and our Grace Alford will have the full details tomorrow on News Live at 6.
Women are bad with money.
It's what the world's been saying for centuries. But now,
we've got something to say.
Save it. Save the old-fashioned advice, the empty excuses. It's all worthless, unlike us.
To our fellow females, it is time to save ourselves by saving our money.
Contributing to our futures, investing in our independence.
Until we're no longer 80%
more likely than men to live in poverty in retirement.
So again, we say to that, save it.
The falsehoods, the feelings of fault, then the funds.
Learn how to save for your retirement at WeSaySaveIt.org.
STEM is precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to learn the difference between sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Go find those rocks. Dare to keep daring. Dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
-1 degrees, give or take, and that's Citrus TV News live at 6 for this Thursday.
Don't forget you can follow us on X and Instagram at Citrus TV News. Now for the entire Citrus TV News team, I'm Caitlin Campbell.
And I'm Luke Welch. Have a great night, Syracuse.